Okay, so this is a Mixeroo. I'm with my dear friend Ryan, who is joining me on this lovely morning. Um, Ryan may be doing something different along the way from what I'm doing in terms of intensity or dynamics of the exercise because he knows his body and I know mine. He'll make his own choices. And that's what you'll do. So it's like really exciting. We're gonna do a timed workout today, and our friend, I just downloaded the app again. I don't know if um, I don't know if it's the boy or the girl. Let's see. Let's see who it is. Okay, so we're gonna go through. We've been doing a slightly shorter one recently. This one's gonna be 45 minutes, 40 minutes ish. We'll go through squats, a little cardio sesh, some push-ups, some core work, some plank work, some balance work. Oh, we're gonna start with squats. Are you excited? Great. Okay, let's see if I did this right. Oh, they're showing me okay. It's gonna start right away. We're just going into regular warm-up squats.
Starting your Tabata.
It's done. This is
Get
done.
ready.
Come on, stand.
Exercise.
Exercise.
I do.
Okay, so this is just a nice easy warm-up squat. Feet maybe a little bit wider or as wide as your own hips. Check out your own knees along the way. Make sure they're tracking with the middle of your foot or the middle toe or even the pinky toe as opposed to coming in towards one another. Oh, okay.
Rest.
Okay, we have 15 seconds rest. There used to be a halfway gong. They took away the halfway gong. Okay, so sumo squats. Wide feet.
Exercise.
Exercise. Sumos. If sumos aren't right for your knees or your hips, you're just going to go back and do another set of regular squats. Okay? I try and keep both my weight evenly in my feet as I'm moving. Imagine you're sliding down the wall behind you. How does that feel?
Good. In my hamstrings?
Yeah, it was like a stretch.
Yeah.
Good.
Rest.
Okay? So we're going to come back to that same position, sumo, and we're going to add a heel lift, one at a time. 3, 2.
Exercise.
Okay? Knees wide. So one at a time, heel up, other heel up. And I'm just kind of doing this with my hands. There's this, which is kind of exciting. You probably do straight ahead. That's kind of nice. Anything really you want to do to intensify or bring it down a notch to suit wherever you're at today is wonderful.
And back is straight.
Back is pretty as straight as you can get it.
Rest.
And come on up. Okay. So now we're going to come back to a regular squat. Feet a little bit wider than your own hips. And we're going to come down and hold again. Okay.
Exercise.
So sit back, hands maybe on your thighs. Just hold here for a second. Shift your weight into your heels, knees as wide as your hips, and then come down an inch and up an inch. Down an inch and up an inch. Push through the back and the outside of the foot when you come up. And breathe.
Rest.
Come all the way up. Okay? Our last little set is going to add a leg lift to a regular squat. Okay? And you'll see that in just a second. So
Exercise.
we're going to sit back. When you come up, one knee up. We can start with the left. And then sit back, other leg up. And back, up, and up. And straight out of the gate, if you are adding weights to this, great. You can. You're welcome to add weights, hand weights, or even a stretchy band, whatever you'd like.
Rest.
Okay, nice. Okay, now we're gonna take a little inside jog.
Great.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna go a little bit slow-ish and we'll increase pace.
Exercise.
Hi.
Nice to see you out here.
It's good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad it didn't rain yet.
Yes. And yet, gentrification
Oh, man.
never stops pouring.
Look at that guy. Exactly. Okay, so just a quick note, roll through your feet. Roll through your feet. Try not to just land in the front of the foot. When you go slower, it's nice to actually work on the feet a little.
Rest.
And rest. So we're gonna do it again a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exercise.
There he is again.
There he is again. That guy.
I think he's actually an AI.
He's what?
A NPC.
What's that?
A non-player character, like in a video game. Just one of those.
Yeah, he's like weed whacking.
Yeah.
Okay,
The same spot over and over.
good.
But I still love him.
Yeah, same.
Rest.
Okay, so now we have, I call it knees up, but like kind of quite fast.
Exercise.
Okay. Actually, why don't we do opposite knee, opposite hand, opposite knee? And if I'm ever going at a pace that feels too slow for you, Ryan,
Uh-huh.
speed it up. Go for it. It's
Okay.
up to you. Yeah, she used to give me a halfway gong, like a deep, cool sounding gong.
Rest.
I don't know, she's really,
So it's always 30 seconds
Yes.
of exercise?
yep. Now we're gonna do tushy kicks.
Exercise.
Kind of like, oop, 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 oop. You got it. You run regularly?
Not anymore. My knee doesn't like it.
Gets angry.
anymore. Yeah.
Which knee?
My right.
Yes.
And you? I used to love running so much, though.
You did, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and I used to live in New York City. You would run a lot in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rest.
Okay. Last one. I call it a feet jog. It's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise.
Bend your knees and just roll through the feet. You can just try to not move your upper body
Okay.
and roll through from heel to toes.
So am I engaging my glutes at all here?
I mean, they're firing.
Okay.
I'm using my abdominals just to keep my upper body a little bit more still.
Okay.
Rest.
I feel it more in the quads, but I felt it
Got it.
a little bit there. All right, push-ups.
Okay.
I'm gonna start on the wall. You can start wherever you'd like. I like to do my first set standing.
Exercise.
Hands in line with your shoulders, wide elbows, and go. So wherever you've chosen to start, wide elbow push-ups first. And you go at your own pace. I'm here at the wall, so since this is low intensity, I'm probably going faster than I would down on the ground. Really, you just go at your own pace.
Rest.
Okay, next set, whether you're standing or on the ground, tricep push-up. So elbows in towards the ribs, all right? You cool?
Me?
Yep,
Exercise.
super cool. Elbows down towards the ground, or if you're on the ground, elbows in towards your own ribs. Neck is long. And if you're on the wall like me, you're kind of in a plank position like you would be on the floor. Energizing the spine, lengthening the legs, giving the tush a little squeeze. Deep breaths.
Rest.
Okay, for my third set, I'm coming down to the floor with my friend. I'm going to stay modified. Knees down, wide elbows again.
Exercise.
Exercise. Isn't it boring that she just says the same word?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think she should say other things? Like, go get it.
Yeah.
Or like, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Let her rip.
Let her rip.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah.
Make that money.
Make the money. Make it happen.
Rest.
Okay.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Gosh. Okay, we have another. I'm doing modified tricep. Push-ups. You do it over.
Exercise.
Elbows in.
Yeah. These are all so much harder, aren't they? For you? Are they for you?
They are.
Yeah. Oof.
Although I have a pretty nice relationship with my triceps these
You
days.
do? Oh. Do they have names?
Yes.
Do you call them by name?
Uh-huh. Oh. Freddie and Mercury.
Come up.
Rest.
This one's Canadian.
Okay, this is our modified one arm push-up. If you want to like do a real one arm push-up, that's just not where I'm at. I'm bringing my left arm out to the side.
Exercise.
And I'm doing like a one arm little tricep. Oh God. Push-up. Oof, it's awful. Yeah, Ryan's having a nice time. Which one is this? Mercury?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh my gosh, you're so good at this. You guys, I invited the right guy to my party. Oh, let's switch. Let's switch.
Ooh,
Ugh.
I've never done these.
Is this harder on that side?
It's about the same.
All right, core. Get on your back. We're doing bicycle first. Maybe you can put your head that way.
Okay.
We just won't kick each other. Arms down by your sides.
Exercise.
And you bicycle your legs. And about halfway, we'll switch direction. Abdominals are in. If you want to intensify this, you could always lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Yeah, you can even bring your hands behind your head or something like that. Go the other way.
Rest.
Rest. Now we have hinge. Legs up, arms by your sides.
Exercise.
Okay, so I like to do heels together, toes apart here. The lower you go, the more intensely you'll feel this in your hip flexors and your abdominals and your back and all your parts. Just breathe.
Rest.
Okay. The exercise that I know is dead bug, but I think of it more as dying bug. Arms up to the ceiling.
Exercise.
Legs come up, right arm back, left leg out. You're moving away from center, and then you switch to the other opposing sides. The further away from center you bring your arm and your leg, the more intense it gets. Try to keep your belly button drawn in as you reach wide. And of course, deep breaths are always fantastic.
Rest.
Rest. Oh, Donna. Next, we have head and chest lift. So we're going to keep our feet down. Extend the arms at an angle, almost like the arms and the thighs are on the same angle.
Exercise.
Take a nice deep breath, exhale, curl up.
And
Okay.
this is engaging upper
Yes,
abs?
yeah, you should feel it in through the neck, around the rib area, mid-belly, I mean the whole belly really. If you add, as you curl up, a little teeny tap to the pelvis, you should feel the low abs as well too.
Oh, tuck forward.
Rest.
Yeah, like a little curling your tail going up feeling. Okay, the last one is called crisscross. Hands will come behind your head in just a moment. Legs are coming into tabletop. Okay, so legs up, hands behind your head.
Exercise.
Curl up, right elbow to left knee as you stretch your right leg away. And then switch. You got it. And switch. You can always modify this by keeping your legs down and just curling up with the upper body.
Rest.
Okay, hands behind your thighs, rock up. Plank.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're coming first into a modified plank. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips.
Exercise.
Curl your toes forward, bring your knees up an inch, and hold. Push the ground away. Make sure your head is in line with your spine.
Rest.
You know what I realized recently? This rug looks a little Jewishy.
Like Hebrew?
Yeah, kind of, doesn't it? I don't know, like I've always liked this rug.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now a regular plank.
Exercise.
Yeah, Hebrew.
Okay, some stars.
Yeah, and like,
Oh, almost
like, look.
menorahs.
Yeah, look, see? Isn't that interesting? I've had this rug for a long time, but recently I noticed that there's, it feels Hebrew-ish.
Okay. There's other stuff too.
Of
though.
course.
That's a Bluetooth symbol.
Where?
That one.
Right, yes it is. Well,
Rest.
it's a modern Hebrew rug
Uh-huh.
where they connect to the real world.
Uh-huh.
In
And there's also, these look almost southwestern, like
True.
Aztec or something.
Okay, ready? One side.
Exercise.
One side.
It's a fusion.
It's fusion. It's Hebrew fusion.
You've had it for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years. Do you know what a Turkish get-up is?
Do not.
It's a fun exercise. Doesn't it also sound though like something else?
Like an outfit?
Yes.
Rest.
It could be an outfit.
Uh-huh.
Let's flip over to the other side. It could be an outfit. Could it also be like a movie?
The Turkish get-up?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Steven Soderbergh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise.
You did it. You got to the other side, right?
Uh-huh. I have a Turkish friend in Helena.
Do you?
Yeah. Her name is Ilgaz.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Uh-huh.
Ilgaz.
And she and my friend Kevin just had a baby.
Aw.
His name is Robin Ediz.
Ooh.
But he's named Robin after Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, really?
Robin Goodfellow.
I love that. So they're theater people.
Yeah.
Okay, our last one. Wait, so was that 5?
Workout paused.
We did knees, regular plank, side, side. That's 4, right?
Mhm.
Okay, you want to do a forearm plank? I always hate those. I'm going to come back and do a regular plank for my last plank.
Great.
You can do whatever you'd like. Ready?
Mhm.
Resuming your Tabata workout.
That's right.
Exercise.
Okay, here we are. So they had a baby.
Yeah, they met doing theater in Istanbul.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever wish that we did theater? Did you do theater in different countries?
No, not really. I was very close to being a tour guide in Berlin,
Yes.
but I did not pull the trigger.
Okay.
But that's about it. I was mostly writing there. I did some
Yes.
improvising with my friend who's a noise musician
Oh, that's
in Berlin.
fun.
That was cool.
Noise musician, aren't we all? Okay, coming up to stand. Aren't all musicians about noise? Right arm up,
To varying degrees, sure.
Exercise.
left knee up. Right arm up, left knee up. Hold. Stand tall.
But yeah, what country would you love to do theater in?
Well, I went one summer to Scotland. This is like, I went there for the Fringe Festival in Scotland in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah. You did. You were there for Fringe.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I spent a little bit of time there, and I loved it. But really, like,
Rest.
the dream I had many moons ago was to do theater in England.
Sure.
But that's because I spent a semester there, and I was able to visualize it, and
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of like a long time ago. The dream, opposite sides.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise.
Right knee, left arm, stand tall.
Oh my goodness, though. I heard the most wonderful story the other day. There was this episode of The Daily from the New York Times where it was talking about Laurie Anderson. And they were talking about when Marina Abramovic met Laurie Anderson. They were both in different parts of Europe, and she had just heard through the grapevine that there was this woman who was busking who would play an electric violin
Oh my gosh.
in ice skates, and the ice skates were encased in blocks of ice.
What?
And she would play until the ice had melted completely.
What?
And then her skates hit the pavement, and that's when she knew she was done.
Exercise.
Oh my god.
And that was Laurie Anderson. And when Marina heard about it, she said, I have to go meet that person. That's the most wonderful thing I've ever heard.
Right.
And they've been friends for 50 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But
Gosh.
that feels like, oh yeah, it's a little different in Europe.
Yes.
I mean, even though she's American,
Right, right.
it feels like that stuff is not as
Yes.
uncommon.
Maybe. There is so
Until now.
Until now, of course. Okay, we gotta do the other side. So this was kind of like just a one leg. I didn't talk about it, but I think it was pretty obvious.
Mhm.
Opposite leg is kind of.
Exercise.
I kind of keep my standing knee a little soft. And also, a lot of people really pick up the opposite hip. See if you can keep it fairly even.
Open it out.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I'm not opening it up, but you can. It certainly isn't wrong.
Okay. Oh, you're
So,
saying
like,
it's
your hips
ideal
are-
to open it, or you want it flat?
Nice and flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest.
And now, last bit, we're gonna do a star. Let's start with the right, weight in your right leg. Left leg out to the side.
Exercise.
Make yourself a star.
Just one last thing. I was trying to. They went to Istanbul to introduce the baby to her parents and things this summer. They were out there for 2 months,
Yeah.
and they were posting on Instagram.
Switch to the other side.
And then I was trying to be clever, and I did Google Translate of like a phrase in Turkish where I was trying to say, "Oh, that's really lovely,"
Rest.
right?
Yeah.
As a comment. And so I left this phrase in Turkish, and it was a picture of their baby.
Yeah.
And then Ilgaz says, "I don't think that's what you meant."
Oh no. What did you say?
And I said, "What was the translation?" She said, "It was, that seems unnecessary."
That's funny. You're like, oh, this is awkward. Her family's like, who is this douchebag? Okay, so now the cool truth is that we're gonna do this whole thing again.
Okay.
So this time you can do it exactly the same, or you can intensify it by grabbing some weights or by changing up the moves a little bit based on how you feel. It's always up to you, okay? So we're gonna start with our squats.
Okay.
The options are here for you, Ryan.
Mm.
If you want water, here's your moment to get it.
Great. Can I try those 8s?
Take them.
Beautiful.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Woo.
Okay. Are you excited? Regular
Okay.
squats. You know, I'm going to grab these round ones because they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Resuming your Tabata workout.
Tabba dabba 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 da.
I don't know. I think she says it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Happens to the best of us.
Donna. We call her Donna. We call her Donna because the woman that's doing this class with us right now, the lovely Rebecca,
Uh-huh.
her son, actually, I think he's in Scotland too, isn't he? Wait, I could be wrong. I don't remember now. Anyway, he's somewhere over in Europe, and he met this lovely woman whose name is spelled
Rest.
like Dana,
Okay.
but in her country they call her Donna.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, ooh, that's pretty. Sumo yourself. I'm gonna bring my weights together right in front of my chest.
Exercise.
And sumo.
Rest.
Okay. Next one is sumo with a heel lift.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a waitress at Live Bait,
Mm-hmm.
did you ever visit me there?
No.
Exercise.
Wide knees. One heel up. You might not even have been in New York at that time, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, we used to, on Sundays, I used to work a Sunday double there. And we used to watch sumo wrestling. And gosh, I think the bravest people are the people that are sitting in the front rows. Because what if they get sumoed?
Uh-huh.
Rest.
Like that's
It's
probably...
up close like that?
Yes.
That's exciting.
It's exciting, I think. Also,
Do you know much about sumo wrestling?
no, except for just how it looks on Sundays.
Uh-huh.
Exercise.
Come back again. Oh, I think we did a different one. You know what we did? That's okay, just be here. Pulses. Down a little, up a little.
Yeah, I watched an episode of Anthony Bourdain recently where he was in Japan, and it was all about how they eat.
Yeah. Oh, the sumo wrestlers?
Yeah,
How do they eat?
a lot.
So much. Ooh,
Rest.
that's burn. Okay, come back in. So now we're gonna do pulse knee up. One knee at a time. I'm gonna do like a bicep curl when I bring my leg up. You'll see.
Exercise.
So squat, left leg up, both arms.
Did you ever watch G Loud?
Nope.
No? Bodies in Motion?
No.
Rest.
Oh.
I don't even know what it is.
It's like a PBS thing. It was a workout show. My dad was into. You don't know him?
I don't.
Like, kind of hirsute Israeli guy
No.
on the beach.
No.
No.
We're gonna go for a light jog.
Okay.
Exercise.
This is like the opening credits of Bodies in Motion.
Yeah. Oh, really?
He's jogging on the beach.
Is he?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, he was one of those. He's not like of the pantheon of Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers and things, but he was one of the guys, one of the minor deities.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you watch that Bob Ross documentary?
The what? A documentary? No, I haven't seen the documentary.
I'm excited about it. I haven't seen it either.
Was it new?
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy and her husband produced it.
Really?
Yeah, because they found out just the backstory on
Of him?
that guy.
Do you know
Very
what it
exciting.
is?
Exercise.
I know bits and
Faster.
pieces, but I mean, it's like spoiler. It's not a hit piece. Like he's not a creep. He's not.
Oh, thank
He's
God.
not the worst. Yeah.
I would be so mad, to be honest with you. Like, just let Bob Ross be.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
I mean, then again, if he was hurting people, you know,
Sure.
screw him
Sure.
in his happy clouds.
No, but it's just yeah. Apparently, there's just a lot to it. He's just really intense. Ex-military, like really amazing, but kind of the big reveal is it was a perm.
What?
It's a perm.
Exercise.
Did I ruin you? Is that not obvious? You thought it might be natural?
What? My hair is natural. Well, I had hopes that it was natural, hadn't we all?
Yeah, I guess so.
Rest.
Okay. Tushy kicks. Tushy kicks.
But yeah, public television,
Yeah.
still doing it.
Oh, you are?
Still the best. Well, I've been watching older things.
Exercise.
Like what?
These Joseph Campbell interviews with Bill Moyers,
Right.
which were all PBS. Just incredible. I mean, it's like free college, you know?
Yes. Have you, speaking of which, not free, have you watched any Masterclass?
I have. Sarah, my girlfriend, got me an unlimited as a going away present this summer. I tried a couple. I didn't fall in love with any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, have you?
Haven't. I thought about getting it for Scott for his birthday as part of it.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, I feel like these folks don't feel the need to prove anything. Like they kind of,
Let's feature.
it feels like they're sort of going off the cuff and
Don't move your
just,
upper body.
and just
Move your arms faster, because it's funnier.
sort of giving advice. But it's not really like structured like classes so much. It feels pretty casual.
Oh, cool. I wish we were juggling right now.
Yeah. Oh!
Rest.
All right. Push-ups. How are you going to do it? I'm going to start on the wall again.
Oh my goodness, I guess I'll go for it.
Okay.
Got something to prove now.
Yeah, you do.
Exercise.
And these are wide, right?
Wide.
But yeah, I was mostly doing some of the writing ones, television writing. I did Shonda Rhimes.
Uh-huh.
And she had a lot to say, but it's not like a class, you know? Like you kind of have to make up your own assignments and sort of takeaways and things.
Yeah.
It's more like them just
Telling their story.
kind of rapping about their process.
Yeah.
Which is interesting enough.
Oh gosh, totally. And it is inspiring. I mean, my hope is that it's most inspiring people to just let them know that everyone has their own story and their own process. Don't you think?
Exercise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. These are triceps?
Yes, triceps. Thank you.
What was the one you were most
Excited to see.
about?
Well, to be honest with you, like Facebook and Instagram, it drops a lot of sponsored ads
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And
Rest.
I'm kind of fascinated by all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Maybe the more sort of technical ones, like a cooking one or something.
Yeah, I would like that. I
might
would
be
like
way
cooking.
more-
I want to actually, I like anyone. I'm going to do White Album
Exercise.
Modified.
Okay.
I just like it when people talk about their craft. I mean, I'd love to hear about interior design.
Right.
Yes, cooking, comedy.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, comedy. I'm excited about that. Steve Martin.
There's Steve Martin, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, a few of them I like the format where the ones where they have classes.
Yeah.
Where they're actually talking to a room full of
People.
students. Like
Yeah.
the Aaron Sorkin one, I think, is like that.
Yes.
Steve Martin one. And those might feel a little more focused and kind of
The next one is a modified tricep push-up.
applicable.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, it's definitely I'm glad it exists.
Yeah.
It's a neat
Exercise.
thing.
I mean, I'd rather watch something like that than watch like just stupid TV.
Mm-hmm. Well, have you taken many video courses at
No.
large?
No.
Not in general.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm taking one right now on storytelling.
So is this a go at your own pace, or is it live? Live but video, virtual.
Rest.
No, it's go at your
Pre-recorded.
own.
Oh.
It's pre-recorded, yeah.
Okay.
But it's interesting. I also made a lot of them.
Yes.
The last couple of years.
Right.
These poetry ones, and
Right.
then I shot.
Right arm down, left arm out.
Exercise.
Yeah.
One arm push up.
But am I using my
I mean, you are.
outside
Yeah,
arm?
you are. But you're definitely driving the force with the right arm, in my opinion.
Oh, this is more support.
Yes,
I'm
this
not
is
engaging
support.
the muscles.
I mean, yes, you should be. Yes, you're definitely using your muscles. For sure. Switch to the other side.
Okay.
I mean, I can barely move. Do it for 4 more seconds. 4. Okay, come on up. All right, we did our push-ups. We're on our backs for core, bicycle.
Beautiful.
Okay, go get it.
Exercise.
Go get it.
But yeah, it feels like I think it's about the specificity of the assignments
Yes.
is what really makes the difference. Like even in this storytelling one that I'm taking now, like he has
You can
some
go the other way.
great stuff to say, but I feel like they had an intern come up with the
Content.
homework.
Oh, the homework. Okay.
Yeah, like the
Rest.
the questions for consideration, like the sort of follow-ups to
Yeah.
his lectures,
I see. Yeah.
and they feel a little like a little unfocused.
Okay.
Exercise.
Heels together. Hinge.
Because it's tough when you don't have a dialogue,
Of course.
You have to really give people something that's gonna cut
Needs to be vague.
and,
Yeah.
and just demand kind of action, like demand real specific results. I mean, which is also tough because the teacher's never gonna see them.
Right.
Rest.
But that takes some work. I mean, it's different than just lecturing.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Dead bug is next.
And I think that comes from the experience of teaching.
Exercise.
There are brilliant artists who
Are not teachers.
don't have that experience.
Right.
Yeah, and so they don't necessarily know what is going to cut through to initiate somebody to their process,
Right.
in a way that's applicable sort of broadly. But it's fascinating. I mean, I'm glad they exist.
Yeah. For sure.
Rest.
For sure.
I'm
Me
glad
too.
there's so many you can study with masters from all over the world.
Which is so cool.
Mhm.
God, it's like suddenly education. You can just sit in your basement.
Mhm.
I
Exercise.
hands behind the head, legs up, a crisscross. At the beginning of the pandemic, I signed up for this course, which was similar to what you're explaining about happiness. And
Okay.
There was a professor, it's a course through Yale, and this woman who is a long-time professor there is now also a podcast human, and
Rest.
her podcast is called We Can Wrap Up the Happiness Lab.
Okay.
Planks. And but anyway, the course was really lovely.
And sorry, that was live or pre-recorded?
Exercise.
That was pre-recorded.
Okay.
Knees up. So, yeah, I mean, I got to take a class with a Yale teacher, which was like, what? Because everything is so accessible, and it's great.
Rest.
We're in the home stretch.
Mm.
We got another irregular plank next.
Okay. Regular?
Regular.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise. Rest.
I'm gonna do we're gonna do side plank next.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna do the right arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exercise.
Yeah, you can do one foot in front of the other or one on top of the other. This is a nice way to modify it, by the way.
Okay.
Knee down. I think knee down is actually great because it also helps you to work the muscles in that lower hip, and it helps to recruit the obliques in a different way.
Rest.
You said recruit?
Yeah,
That's nice.
recruit.
I like that. Recruiting your body parts?
Yeah. I think Bob Ross would like that.
Exercise.
Other side. Now that I know what I know, I just recruited curlers.
But no big upsetting revelations.
Okay.
He was mostly about kindness.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Rest.
Okay. We have one more plank left. One more plank left, that's right, because I don't like forearm planks. Do you?
No.
You don't care? Oh.
The sensation of it?
I don't know,
Exercise.
Specifically I don't like it because I think it, for some reason it's harder, and it's harder for me to feel like I can use my abdominals.
Rest.
All right, last portion. Come on up. After we do all this, we're gonna stretch.
Beautiful.
Exercise.
Right arm, left leg.
That's from a pinata?
That,
That unicorn head?
yes.
Hmm.
P.S. A way to modify this, just put your toes down. It's absolutely still a balance exercise, okay? The minute you pick up a portion or all of the opposite foot, you're working your balance period.
Rest.
Yes, that was from last year. We had like a pandemic.
Whoops.
That's okay.
Exercise.
We had like a pandemic little excursion with Ivy and her friend Emerson. We went like kind of glamping,
Okay.
and her mom got a piñata,
Hmm.
and it was really fun. And Ivy got to keep the head.
Did pinatas go out of favor and come back? Or
They never left.
have I just don't
You just don't go to children's birthday
to children's
parties
birthday
like
parties.
you used to when you were a child.
got it.
Yeah.
I try not to.
Okay, so this is our one leg, arms by your sides, one leg goes back, stand on one leg. Sitch.
Right.
Exercise.
Is it supposed? I mean, is she supposed to sound like a taskmaster, or is it?
I think
She's
so.
supposed to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She's real serious, Donna. She's got one job to do.
They should add a U.
You exercise? Or exercise you.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
You.
Rest.
You.
Do it.
Through clenched teeth.
Exercise.
I used to have this yoga class that I would listen to. It was an audio recording, and she was very kind of dry and serious the whole time, like
Yeah.
sort of solemn, but not just a little bit humorless. And then there's one moment that I always looked forward to. It was about 40 minutes in,
Yeah.
where she would say, she was trying to say right angle,
Yeah.
and she accidentally said right
Rest.
ankle.
Uh-huh.
But then you hear her go, ankle.
Wait.
I think she's embarrassed. There's always this delightful little moment of release in the middle of.
The only time she was happy.
Exercise.
Yeah.
That one moment.
Yeah.
Where any emotion
Oh, yeah.
seeped through.
I wonder when they're going to start adding that to AI. Like little human foibles
Foibles.
to make them more relatable.
Yeah, I love that word, foibles. Oh, we were supposed to switch to the other side.
Oh.
Foibles.
Exercise.
Hold here for another 5. Okay. Now, we have another thing to do.
Exercise.
Let's high five each other for 30 seconds.
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay. Ow, 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 ooh. Painful. Ready? Ice cream
I don't know.
soda with vanilla on the top. Ooh,
Nope.
Shanita. Why can't down the street?
Rest.
Okay, we're done. And look. I don't know. Maybe I skipped one. This is why I like Donna the most.
Done. Great workout. You spent 46 minutes 34 seconds exercising.
She usually says, "You're awesome."
Oh.
You know, all right, let's stretch. I'll get over it. I'll get over you. You know that song? Okay, so bring your right foot inside of your left thigh. Left fingertips out towards the left toes. Let's look a little bit towards the right knee and then bring the right arm up and then just do a stretch, a side stretch. And then you can turn and face the left knee and bring both hands on either side of the leg and relax the head down. Ooh. Come all the way up. And then side 2. Left foot inside of the right thigh, right fingertips out. Turn so your upper body faces that left knee a little bit, and then the left arm is going to come up and reach over. And you can slowly Relax the head as you stretch your left fingertips over towards the right side of your body. Where do you feel this the most, Ryan?
In my left
Like side body?
side down here,
Yeah.
lower back.
Same.
Mm.
Whew. And then you can come all the way up. That's a deep stretch. Let's bend the knees. I'm gonna cross my right leg over my left and then just sit up nice and tall and flex this right foot. And this ends up being a stretch down the outside of my right leg. Do you feel that?
It sure does.
Yeah. Ooh, this is another one. I think that is a really nice, there's a bunch of ways to do this stretch, but that is a good regular stretch to alleviate back tightness.
Sure. Where are your shoulders right now? Are they?
Well,
Do I want my neck extended a little bit?
I think your shoulders and chest are just a little tighter than mine. So I'm sort of comfortably with my arms behind me. That's a great question. If your arms are really tight, maybe your elbows are bent, like Ryan's are there, which are it's hard to tell. Yeah, like I'm like comfortable with my arms straight. I probably would be less comfortable for you to just straighten.
I feel like it pushes my neck.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good. Yeah, so I would say noodle around with where your hands are until it feels like your neck isn't scrunched or yucky. Yeah. And if this is totally uncomfortable, when we switch to the other side, actually we'll just go to the other way that you can do this. I'm gonna bring this right leg down. The other way that you can do this is like this, and then you hug. Ooh, actually, why don't you do it this way with me, Ryan, and then you can tell me which way you like better.
Okay. But the figure four.
Yes.
And I'm grabbing under my long leg.
Your right thigh.
Yeah.
And if you're very flexible, you can grab onto your right shin.
Oh, yes.
Do you like this way better?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
But that's definitely where most of my angst lives. Is in that. What do you call that muscle?
Well, honestly,
my sort of left.
I think some
butt
people,
there.
when they're doing this, they're stretching a bunch of different places, like the IT band,
Okay.
or all the muscles that support the outside of the hip into the glute area.
Yeah.
If you shift your legs a little bit to the right, it changes a little. It gets, for me, it stretches more deeply into the whole hip. I mean, sometimes it's nice to just sway right and left with the legs.
Oh, yeah.
So you get more like a dynamic stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely do not do this every day, but I absolutely should.
Right.
And then we can come back to the center and put the feet down. And then the last stretch we'll do, which is the one you were doing on the floor this morning, Ryan, which is I'm going to bring knees left.
Okay.
And then arms wide.
They're like a nice peach color, those shoes.
They are.
Exercise.
See? I thought about making my own Tabata app.
Uh-huh.
And then I Googled, how much money does it cost to make an app? And most people said upwards of like $30,000. So I decided not to do that.
I'd be curious, I wonder if you can find
Like some sort of program.
a white label one, yeah, where you'd have to split your proceeds with the developer.
Do you want to make this app with me?
Me?
Yeah.
As the
As the voice
Uh-huh.
Like we can both be the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it'd be really fun.
It'd be very fun. Yeah, I've been working on making this audio tour for Helena.
Yeah.
And at first I thought we would have to get an app developed and things, but there are companies that just make the entire platform and you just add the content.
Really?
And then you split your money with them.
Okay. Oh, that's
But-
interesting. Like you split it with them long term?
There's a couple different models. you
Okay.
know. But I definitely am a million bajillion times more likely to make the content and plug it into something than
Of course.
to have the software developed.
Of course, yeah.
So I'll take it,
Yes.
But that was neat to find out, and I'd be curious. I mean, if you're excited about making the thing, I wouldn't be surprised at all if there were something like that
Yeah.
for what you're talking about.
Yeah. I even thought about just making like a YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Is it mostly the tone that you're
Yes.
interested in?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be great.
A little more adventurous in tone,
Uh-huh.
playful,
Sure.
woke.
Well, you should definitely. How do you do that?
I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll back to my side. Whew. Oh man. It's a bit tight. That's okay. I like to come up to stand, come through a down dog. If you'd like to join me.
And the
Hands under shoulders. One more deep breath. And then we can soften our knees and kind of walk our hands and our feet in towards one another. And then I'm just gonna do like a half hang or a forward fold here. And then we can slowly come up. Rebuild. Victory. We did it, you guys. We really, really did it. Have a great day. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Bye.